What's up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction from Heroes Reforged. It is time for the WandaVision series finale. A good old 50 minutes of good old fun. This is the moment where we find out whether or not all these theories from the internet were correct or not. I'm excited to just go into this thing and just let it wash over me. But I want to let you know, if you want to see the uncut reactions, go to patreon.com/heroesreforged. You'll get all other 8 episodes, including this one. And then in about 2 weeks, on March 19th, we'll be starting The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And on March 26th, we'll be starting Invincible as its own reaction series as well. And in between that, we'll be doing a watch-along on our Patreon for Zack Snyder's Justice League and for Godzilla vs. Kong. It's a very busy month.
Subscribe if you already haven't to make sure you don't miss any of that stuff. Tell your friends about this, and as always, stick around after our reaction because we're probably going to have a discussion where we'll probably talk about what we just watched, and it is bar none the best one you're going to find on YouTube, best one on the internet. That's not me talking. You can go into the comments.
That's the comments.
That's the comments.
Yep. Proof is in the pudding, baby. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. I will admit that I watched Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and I was like, hey, I think I have a crush on this woman.
Catherine Hahn?
On Catherine Hahn?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's so
fantastic.
funny.
Listen, you cut this out of the YouTube version. You can leave it in for the Patreon, but but you don't tell that to anybody, especially not my girlfriend.
Nobody.
Okay.
I did see that interview.
Pucker up those butt cheeks, boys.
We'll see you guys on the other side.
But also, we'll see each other right now the whole time. Widescreen.
Oh, ooh, that's not. Ooh, okay.
That was some Michael Myers shit right there.
What? Oh no, she's absorbing her power?
Or at least
She
catching
wants
it?
that power, baby.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's not good.
Ooh. Okay.
The old
Okay,
card to
sneak
the
attack.
face trick.
What is?
No.
He's lifeless.
Oh no.
No.
What an asshole.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, get him, Biz.
Vision
Get him,
returns.
Biz. Get that cataract out of here.
Damn, he looks menacing, dude.
White Vision is creepy.
And let's defend it.
Oh, Monica, I forgot about.
Is he playing 311?
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Super speed.
So who is he really? Look,
Double
I gotta
phase.
give Paul Bettany credit for his cheeky comment about an actor he'd love to work with.
Yes.
Himself.
Good British humor. Good British humor. You'll love to see it.
He knows magic. He's gonna Houdini out of that shit.
Flourish.
Love it. Love it.
Okay, Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy.
Who's he talking to?
Bringing in the
Making
outside
plans,
world.
Making plans.
Yeah.
Now, is this still the sort of sitcom world of the 2000s, 2010s?
Seems like
it is.
Seems like it, yeah.
But we're in the widescreen
I know,
mode.
because it's
Right.
Wanda's perspective and she's out of it.
Did you know there's an entire chapter devoted to you in the dark hole?
Confirmed.
Book of the Damned.
Scarlet
Darkhold
Witch is not
confirmed.
born, she is forged. Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme.
That's a spicy meatball. Oh, this is messed up, but I want this to have happened. Like, this needs to
mental
happen.
torture here.
We're going to see Deborah Jo Rupp.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing you can fly,
Oh,
Wanda.
God.
Oh.
This guy's making a smoothie.
That's Ralph, dude.
Yeah. He
The
said the
missus.
missus. He said the missus.
There
That's
he
Ralph.
is. Ralph, did it say boner?
Ralph Boner.
Bonner.
Am I lying?
Bonner. It's Bonner, but it's Boner.
No, it's boner.
He's
Come
an
on,
actor.
It's
bro.
really Boner.
Ralph Boner?
It was boner, boys.
How is she controlling you?
She's not.
Ah.
Unless it's a
nice.
Agatha. Oh.
Oh. There you go. We're about to see Ralph.
Nice to meet you, Ralph.
Look at this.
Just a dude.
Vision fight.
Wanda.
No, no. Is she gonna kill this town of people?
Yeah, that was close.
Break that hex, Wanda. But it's exactly what Agatha wants. Oh my god. Oh my. She's lifting the hex. Wow. This is great.
Jesus.
This is it. We're going in.
Oh no.
For what? What are you gonna
Here
do?
comes
What are you
Sword.
gonna do?
They're gonna take her out.
Leave her alone.
They're going to assassinate her and get the Vision's body back? I don't know.
Now you'll see.
This is what Agnes wants. It's gonna destroy Viz.
Oh, whoa. What?
Yeah.
Yep. See?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because he's only a construct inside of the hex.
And maybe so are her boys.
It's possible her boys are only a construct as well.
God, that would be heartbreaking. She's gonna have to say goodbye to Vision again.
Cool. That looks
What
cool.
What if what's left of Vision gets inputted into White Vision?
It's a possibility.
That's
Is
what
that
I theorized
is that
last
too
week,
crazy?
remember? No. That's what I thought was gonna happen last week.
They are constructs.
Yep.
Save Westview or save your family.
This is brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Oh no.
Did some people get out at least? Probably
I
not.
don't know.
Now they're just
I don't
back
know.
into
People
it.
got in. Guys, I'm nervous. I'm shaking.
That's an Incredibles reference right there.
nice shot. That
And
is
you
an Incredibles
love
reference.
to see it.
Listen,
Except they're
boys,
missing Jack.
your brother and I never really prepared you for this.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
That move, the phase and grab the foot, it's such a
Yeah.
good move.
My programming directive is to destroy the Vision,
He's got this scowl on his face, and I hate it because he looks so evil.
but I'm not the true Vision. Only a condition.
Oh, destroy yourself.
Is he gonna computer
Yep.
logic him into
Yep.
destroying himself?
I request a level.
Tell me more.
He's gonna convince him to merge.
I'm telling you, bro.
Story, different century.
Okay. She's a hero. She can be. She's got a little juice left.
Yeah.
Handle the military.
Boys handle the military.
Handle the military. Okay.
What is these children's gonna do to the military?
They're about to flex. Watch, Hector. Two boys are about to take out that
Mijo, pay
military.
attention.
Mira, mijo, just like that.
Why didn't Michael Giacchino score this scene?
He jacked sunglasses and a hat.
Ooh.
There you go, Miss Rambo.
Whoa.
There you go, Miss Rambo. She's absorbing the kinetic
And
energy
she
of the
converted
bullets.
herself into a form of energy and let the bullets pass through and fall down uselessly. Dude, that's
Wiccan
dope.
just stopped a bullet, dude.
Was he gonna run him over?
She's gonna try.
Darcy!
My girl Dart.
It is!
Yup.
Perhaps the rot is the memories, the wear and tear of the voyages. I have not retained memories, but you do have the data.
Oh, and he has the soul.
It is merely being kept from.
Ooh. If you access the data, he'll be more of a true vision, but just without the...
The stone.
This is a delightful way to resolve this.
He's getting his memories back.
Vision lives.
He just uploaded himself into White Vision.
I am Vision.
He just transferred himself into the synthezoid.
So we're gonna have two visions now?
No, he's gonna be destroyed.
No, the
Wanda's gonna
construct
have to
division
bring
will
it
be
down.
destroyed, yeah.
But the Vision who loves Wanda is now in White Vision.
Ooh.
Sneaky there, Wanda.
This is the same shit she pulled on Tony Stark. Oh, Wanda's mean. Wanda's mean to do it like this. Oh, she's turning it around on
She's
Wanda.
turning it around on Wanda.
Also, this is the first appearance of Marvel
Marvel
Zombies.
Zombies.
No, we had an Iron Man Marvel Zombie and Spider-Man Far
That's
From
true.
Home.
Ooh, yo, there it
There
is.
it is.
That's not the final form.
No, it's a little small. Witch fight, witch fight, witch fight, witch fight, witch fight. Yo, she's getting absorbed.
God damn.
Absorbed.
I'm just a floating zombie through time.
Was not expecting that. Agatha, you heartless.
What?
Huh?
Remember when Thanos tried to do this?
Did she secretly absorb all of her power?
How?
She can manipulate reality.
She is a Vavitch.
Runes.
Yo.
Oh, she made a rune.
She made runes of her own.
So only she could use magic in that space.
Yes,
Whoa.
I love it, Wanda. Get it, girl, get it.
The costume, baby.
Damn.
What is happening? What is happening? Is she? Oh, she's absorbing her. She's fully just tearing her apart.
Ooh. The detail. Cosplayers be like, okay.
Yeah,
I got it.
taking notes. Dude, that's sick.
It's earned. It's an earned moment.
That's glorious.
Look at that. That is a
I dig them
good
fingerless
interpretation
gloves,
of the
too.
Scarlet
That's-
Witch costume.
The whole costume's on
Very
point.
cool. Dude, Agatha's about to get super old, maybe? What's gonna happen?
Damn, that looks good.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. It's like a deep red. It's like a rich mahogany. She's gonna put her in the town.
I'll give you the role you chose.
I thought she was gonna maybe like take her to Doctor Strange or something. to be
Yeah,
like,
me too.
Here's what you, because she
Yeah.
can't just be locked up somewhere.
No idea what you've unleashed. You're gonna need me.
Ooh.
Will we see her in the multiverse?
Yes,
of
yes,
madness?
yes.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
so. You're gonna need me. You have no idea what you've unleashed. You're gonna need me. Bring
What
back,
is-
bring back Agatha. He's crying.
Dang, bro, he shouldn't be able to cry. Oh.
That is an iconic Marvel moment when the Vision first shed a tear.
Body but not human, and now a memory made real.
A voice with no body, Jarvis. A body but not human, Vision.
That's what I might be named.
He's dropping a Marvel clue right there.
We have said goodbye before, so it stands to reason.
We'll say hello again.
You will.
What is that white vision?
Don't show it to us like this.
Yeah.
Make Hector cry.
Yep.
So long, darling.
And back in her original clothes. God. Oh man, there's allergies in California right now, dude.
Why is it raining
That's
on
all
my
I'm
eyeballs,
saying,
dog?
dude. There's fucking allergies in my garage right now, dude. I'm so glad that Wanda's not a
I don't
villain,
understand this
Yeah.
power, but I will.
because she's gonna go study with Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
That's the movie, baby. She's gonna learn
She's gotta,
magic
yeah.
for real. Ooh.
Okay.
Slick, Wanda.
She's looking like a witch.
Yeah.
But like in a good way.
Yeah.
This was a wonderful story, and it was so sad. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's not going to be the end. I got
That's
was
not
questions.
the end.
expecting a little
That's
bit more
not the
Darcy.
end. Well, I was expecting a lot more of Jimmy Woo. That's who I. What? Where's my
And
boy
what
at?
happened to that white goddamn vision?
Yeah, but it was
It's
still
happening.
it was still a satisfactory Wanda,
It's the
beginning,
origin
middle,
story
end
of
story.
the Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
Wanda had her story in the Avengers movies. This is the origin of the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's more Jimmy.
It's my boy.
And evidence collection can begin in the hardware store, Miguel. Let's move.
They're asking for you in the theater.
Oh no.
Who is?
No.
That's a private area.
I
Who
don't
is there?
know who this could be.
Are they scrolls?
Yeah,
Sent by an old friend of your mother's.
yeah.
That's her homegirl. Okay. Monica
Very
will
nice.
return
Okay. Yes, in Captain
Yes,
Marvel
Captain
2.
Marvel 2.
Captain Marvel 2.
I feel like this is the same cabin that like Edward Norton, Bruce Banner was training in. Looks nice. I wonder where they filmed
Straight
this.
into the mountains.
This looks like fucking New Zealand is where they filmed it.
What? Why are we passing her?
Oh, what?
Yo, dog, is she learning from
The Darkhold. Oh no.
Oh no, Wanda, that's not what you want to learn
Oh,
from.
no!
She's learning dark.
She's gonna
She's
resurrect
gonna try
them.
to bring her kids
That's
back.
not good.
Fudge!
Mephisto,
No.
baby. Ooh.
Uh-oh,
Ooh.
SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh.
She's convening with demons. She's. Oh, that's the ending I wanted.
Because-
God damn you, Kevin Feige.
because Wanda's story was again, beginning, middle, end, very satisfying in this show. It's about her grief. But that was that classic Marvel Studios tease for like, but here's where the character can go. That felt like that could even be the opening to like Doctor Strange 2.
She's learning dark spells that she should not be learning. Somebody who is also magically sensitive and the protector of our reality is gonna learn this.
Yeah.
The one thing that I do enjoy about this show, that I did enjoy about these 9 chapters, was when we got to that scene in Infinity War and you had Wanda and Vision talking about their potential future, their life and all that stuff. I wanted that for them and I believed that. I wanted like that reality to be true. But because those 2 movies were really about something bigger, we've never, in the last 5 years that Wanda and Vision have been in these movies, we've never given them the opportunity to have enough depth to really explore that,
to feel that relationship.
Yeah, and I think that to me is like what I really enjoyed about this show, was that they finally had a moment where we could really sit with these characters and dive into those sorts of things and dive into those themes and those ideas and what is grief, like what does it mean to grieve a loss of somebody?
Absolutely.
How do you deal with that?
Yeah.
What does that do to your mental state? What does that do to you physically? I do think that there is a little part of me that almost wishes that the writers didn't purposely put in these like Easter egg hints, having Monica say like, I know a guy, because I feel like the internet spent 8 weeks trying to dissect those things more than focusing on the relationship of Wanda and Vision and like how she's dealing with the trauma in this made up world. So I feel like it almost took a little bit away from what the show was actually about. While I still liked the show, I hope with Falcon and the Winter Soldier and a lot of the shows going forward, I hope that we get less of that, because I know that the director Matt Shankman was like doing interviews and he was talking basically about like, I think a lot of people might be disappointed because they're not like the things that they think they're going to see, they're probably not going to see. And, like we did so much discussion about this is going to lead to X-Men. This could lead to the mutants. And even the Evan Peters thing, him just being a guy named Ralph who's just from the town. And I know we had like theorized that like, well, he could end up just being some dude who's from the city of Westview. And he was. And again, it's another one of those things that I'm like, well, then what was the point of putting Evan Peters in that role? We could have just put anybody in there, and instead of us sitting here theorizing and being like, well, do we think that it's going to be the Fox X-Men universe? Is that going to be, are we like doing multiverse? It never really touched on any of that stuff.
I think that they engineered this show to create those conversations on purpose. So
for sure, because they want people to talk about it week to week on social media.
Exactly. So that's the thing, though. I want this show to be a cautionary tale about every single video I've seen on YouTube that goes into every single frame and tries to explain.
The sweater's blue. What does that mean?
Exactly.
Hold on.
Exactly. Like, hold on, guys. Hold on. Like, it really, you're right, Adam. It really did detract from the story of a woman who was going through pain and going through something so familiar that we all go through.
Potentially an unpopular opinion, but I do think that all of the hype that was sort of like built into the show, whether it's like who's my contact or the Evan Peters thing, all that stuff, I feel like it built up so much hype and anticipation for the show that it almost made the show feel like it was going to be bigger and more universe expansive than it like really was. It kind of wasn't. It was really just about Wanda.
Self-contained.
It was like her world. Sure. There is a little part of me that wishes that we would have never even bothered with any of that, because I feel like it sometimes would shift the focus too much away from the thing that I brought up was Project Cataract. Like they literally told us to our face and they foreshadowed and hinted literally exactly what that was going to be, White Vision. But because we were so distracted with like, oh my God, is this the moment? Is it going to be Reed Richards? Who's it going to be?
Sentinels? What's going on?
Graham? We were so distracted that we weren't actually paying attention to the detail that would lead us to knowing that like, oh, White Vision is going to show up in the show. And that's fucking crazy.
Well, here's a question I will pose to us and to anybody watching. And the question is this stuff that they went out of their way to do, or is it stuff that they typically do in their movies, but now because it's a sort of TV format and there are these little act breaks and cliffhanger endings and reveals with Evan Peters that it does lead to that internet speculation? Because I'll bring up a few examples, although I don't think that they do it. I don't think that they've done it as much with some of the more recent movies. I can go back to sort of phase 1, and I remember that like the first Thor movie, Selvig was talking about, I had a friend who was a gamma researcher who had to deal with shield, like, dropping these sort of world building connections. And even in that scene in Thor, they were going to have him mention another Dr. Pym, but like they didn't have the Ant-Man plan lined up. And in those movies and in those days, I don't think that us as fans were expecting like, oh, is Hank Pym going to be cast and show up as a cameo in the first Thor movie? No, we were like, this is a superhero movie. They're eventually building up to the Avengers, whatever. But now I think we're very accustomed to the fact that, look, Brie Larson was cast as Captain Marvel and she shot Endgame first and then did her own. So we are used to these big actors or actors being announced in these big roles, knowing the potential of what that's going to be. Monica Rambeau is a great example, just knowing the potential of her being announced for this show. Did we think she was going to get powers? I don't think everybody did. And so we were surprised in that. And so it's almost like, did we expect even more of the sort of Captain Marvel showing up, or like, bring the actress who played her mom to do a flashback and all these different things? I think we've come to expect that stuff because Marvel basically delivers. But what I'm saying is this par for the course for Marvel Studios, but this is their own TV show? Because they didn't really do this stuff in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. too much.
Right. Probably
Probably because they couldn't really. The ABC studios or the Netflix studios had their hands tied behind their backs with some stuff. So like, is this Marvel flexing, or are they specifically, purposefully being like, we're going to break the internet in half and then not deliver with stuff because this is the budget we have and we haven't cast Reed Richards or whatever? Like, that's years down the line.
I've had some of these conversations with people, and it seems to be a little bit of a split opinion. Some people very much think that like, this is just Marvel having fun and dropping these things in there in hopes that they can get a reaction from the audience to see how excited they are for these things, and maybe just not delivering on that promise. And fans will still be like, well, the show was still good, so I'm cool. I'm cool with there not being a Doctor Strange. I'm cool with there not being, Reed Richards or actually defining mutants and all that stuff. So I guess it really depends on the viewer and like what they're looking to get out of the show. If you are looking for something that is very much self-contained and is just about this story, I feel like even my tastes have changed since the Marvel Cinematic Universe started.
Yeah.
I think all of us, we were like 21, 22 when we first saw Iron Man. So when you have
let's say I was 21, 22.
Yeah. We'll just go with it. When those movies started and you got those seeds and those hints, because it was so fresh and new and different, you're like, oh my God, there could be a future that has Ant-Man. There could be a future that has the Incredible Hulk or whatever, crossover or whatever. At this point, though, 11, 12 years into this whole thing, I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, if you're going to say that, or you're going to like hint towards, I know a guy, or I know, blah, 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 blah. I'm at this point now expecting you, because I've been with you for this amount of time, like I'm expecting you to deliver. And it's got to tie into the story, and it's got to be important and impactful to the story. And if it's not, to me, it's a little bit just a distraction. Because I just want to, if the core of the story, it's just about Wanda, her grief and her dealing with everything, and trying to build a family, and what are the repercussions of doing that in a imaginary world, and like, what is she physically and mentally going through? I want that to be the focus. And truthfully, like, I'm a little surprised that this did not tie into Doctor Strange at all.
I'm very surprised.
Like, that was the one thing that I was like, yeah, if we have Doctor Strange show up or it's a post-credit scene, like, I totally makes sense. But the fact that it doesn't,
well,
it's like loosely because of like what Agnes says,
Sorcerer
that she's
Supreme.
more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme. So I'm like, okay, there's little bits and pieces of that, but I expect that because we know she's in that movie,
and that's the world, and that's the
for
world.
me. It's one of those things that like,
okay,
if you're gonna drop the hints in there, awesome. If it's subtle enough where we can kind of be like, is that or isn't that? But we spent so much time like living in that world.
If you think about all the drops we got, though, they were subtle. They never promised us anything.
They didn't.
They didn't promise anything at all. We took it and fucking ran with it.
Yep.
Like, the internet just exploded with all these theories. I think what they were doing really was...
Yeah, Evan Peters is the only one thing that I'm like...
okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That was good.
Well...
But it's things like, okay, so like in the intro episodes where we saw the Reaper's helmet, right?
Sure.
We saw possibly flowers from what's the plant?
The future telling flowers from Mount
yeah.
Wandagore and
things like that. Yes, exactly. So I feel like they know who they're writing for, because what do us nerds love more than knowing that the people who are creating for us know their content?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they're telling us that, hey, this is what we're pulling from because we know you love it. We know that this story is cherished. We know that Tom King's The Vision is it's a seminal comic book. So we want you to know that this was our inspiration, but we're gonna do something else. And at the end of the day, like I said before, nothing was promised.
Yeah.
She said she knew a guy, and that's it. Like,
And the other thing,
that's it.
the other thing too is that I think that you're right, Augustine, in saying that that's the stuff that the internet's going to pick up and run with, and that they may or may not have known. They probably knew that the Evan Peters thing was going to make a splash because how could you not? But
Yeah, come on.
It was like the mid-season.
correct.
cliffhanger.
It's a classic TV
Yeah.
cliffhanger ending.
Yeah.
But did they know that people were going to be picking up on all the little background details and stuff to whatever degree they were picking it up on? I'm not
Well, they
sure.
knew we were because we know this stuff,
But
right?
also, secondly, to Adam's point, I think that there is some validity in being like, okay, don't let that stuff bog down the show.
I
And
agree.
I don't
I
think
agree.
that this show did, because I can compare this to one of my favorite shows of my whole life, Lost, which has a lot of mystery box. It has a lot of, hey, we're promising to answer this question and deliver this thing. Adam, you haven't seen Lost, right?
I haven't seen all 8 seasons.
You've seen enough. You've
Six
seen
seasons.
enough.
This kind of goes back to what kind of a consumer of like
Sure.
media you are.
Sure.
For me, the mystery box stuff, I don't always love it. Like it's one of my least favorite things about The Force Awakens.
Right.
The mystery box element.
Yes.
But other people love it. So it's like
I
I get
think
it.
it's exciting on a first time view, but I think it diminishes the returns of going back and looking at something like that.
Right.
I think that Lost is a flawed show, but I do think that in the end, especially,
Still fun and good.
they especially stuck the landing because from the beginning they were concerned with characters, and the people who picked up and ran with the theories and stuff, they had their own fun and their own experience with the show. And then when the show ended, they were either satisfied or let down. But the show from the beginning, kind of like what you're saying, Augustine, the show Lost I'm talking about now was telling you the show's about characters, and we're going to try to get you invested in these characters with all this extra fun sci-fi stuff. What I'm saying is I think that at the end of the day, right now, how we're feeling right when it's over, I think WandaVision was at least successful in its characters. The cool thing is that the future remains to be seen whether or not a lot of those little hints and stuff will be paid off in a big way. Like, what if Monica Rambeau's contact is a major comic book character? What if Doctor Strange flies into the dark? What if the Doctor Strange movie opens and it's that exact scene where Wanda's going through stuff and then Doctor Strange literally busts through the door like, Wanda, you have to stop. Like, we don't know how some of those things are going to tie together or be paid off or be...
Exactly.
Look, people are discovering now, you can go back and rewatch even the first Iron Man movie, and Jarvis is like, if you're planning to visit outer space, perhaps we should, adjust some of the gold plating or whatever it is. And it's like, holy shit, sure enough, Iron Man goes to space. Like, those kinds of things that either they foresaw or they had no idea, but they end up being these really great coincidences. Did they know the third Avengers movie was going to be called Endgame when they were writing and they made the second Avengers movie? Maybe. Or the fourth, rather. Maybe. So when Tony Stark says it, that's the Endgame. Maybe they did have that plan, but like, it's still at least something that's like, even if Avengers 4 wasn't called Avengers Endgame, that would still be a line in the movie that worked still. It's not like it's an undelivered promise. It's little things like that. So I think that WandaVision, for me, it's a satisfactory story about Wanda, but what is the future? When are we going to see White Vision again? What does that mean? When are we going to see the boys again? Are they the twins? Are they going to show up in Young Avengers? All of these things, I think, will in the future further enhance a repeat viewing of WandaVision. The way WandaVision is enhancing all the stuff that came before it.
I mean, I watched
agree.
Age of Ultron and I was like, I like this movie more now.
Yes, exactly. I'm the same. I
did
feel
not
the
like
exact same
Avengers
way.
Age of Ultron when I
No,
saw it.
I just brought up one of my Marvel lists that I made, and Age of Ultron was like almost dead last. It was way down there.
Yeah.
But I think also what this show is doing us is any type of material that we see in this way, and it started with Netflix. Daredevil wasn't essential watching, but it did tie. They did talk about the event in New York.
Yep.
Jessica Jones was not an essential watch, but it did enhance the universe. At this point, this is a little bit more heavy because it's the origin story of Wanda. But it's not necessarily going to impact your viewing pleasure when you go and watch Doctor Strange
Ideally.
and the Multiverse of Madness.
Ideally,
right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
essentially you'll hear or know that, Scarlet Witch is the Scarlet Witch now, and that's really all you need to know going into whatever they're going to do next at this point. I have a feeling that this, as much as they showed us where they're pulling from source material, this is going to be the bonus source material that you'll that will enhance your future viewing and anything else, basically.
That's what the
This will
show
be
should
like-
be.
I think that's how they're designing this stuff.
I feel like these are, remember those Marvel one-shots they did for like the special features?
Yeah.
This
Hector's
is that,
favorite
but
movies
like
of all time,
on
yeah.
major steroids.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I mean,
exactly.
I really like the YouTuber Patrick Willems because he makes these great, interesting videos about movies and breaks stuff down. And he said for years that the biggest problem with the MCU is that you have these big movies, and something like Captain America: Civil War is surrounding the Winter Soldier as a character, but like we don't give a shit about him. We don't know
what
him.
do you care about the Winter Soldier? You don't care.
Does that movie still work on its own? Yeah, I think so. I think it's still a Captain America, like Steve Rogers movie.
Yeah,
I think it overall still works. I think these movies mostly overall still work, but
Right.
Patrick Willems was saying like, hopefully they can mimic in the future some of the stuff that the difference between these movies and the comic books is that you can get months and months and months. Oh, here's a Winter Soldier comic series.
Yeah.
Just by himself, one issue a month for 12 months or for 2 years, and you read it, and then the next time Winter Soldier shows up in a big event, you're like, oh, that's
You're
my
hyped.
guy. I'm
Yeah.
hyped. That's Bucky. I've been reading this comic book. That's what the shows are hopefully
That's
going
exactly-
to deliver on.
This is what I feel like. This is what I feel like I got because we got the origin of Wanda, and it's Wanda's personal story, and I love that they kept it like this.
Yeah.
I love that they didn't in the sort of Disney streaming universe of the Marvel Cinematic Universe didn't change the main MCU timeline.
Mhm.
They just gave us a story to enhance our viewing pleasure for the future, basically.
There you go.
And you're only going to enjoy these more as the stories go along, I think. That's what I'm
My favorite
feeling
moments
from this.
from the show for sure are the more intimate, private, very tight moments with Wanda and Vision. I think the first 3 episodes are still like my favorite because I think they did such an insanely good job setting the tone of the world and being so removed from our current timeline.
Yeah.
It really was able to embrace that creep factor, that weirdness, that oddness, that camera being slightly like on a like metaphorical angle, and you looking at it and being like, "There's something really off about this." And you get more into like that Modern Family, Malcolm in the Middle era, because it's so kind of like close, and we know that so well. It just like it hits you a little different, but those first 3 for me were like really,
I think you're
solid.
right, Adam. And actually, I would say everything that goes up until the episode where they did Modern Family, to me, it's all game changing as far as the format we've seen in the MCU, because everything we've seen before, if you look at it from kind of a distance, visually, it all kind of looks the same, right? Like they have a very set visual style going for all these movies, and this series just shattered it.
I love those episodes, and my favorite episode is still going to be the 8th episode, where it's just Wanda's backstory. And it's so heartbreaking, and it was so well done. And then you get the scene with her and Vision right after Avengers: Age of Ultron, where they're watching Malcolm in the Middle, and he drops that great line that everybody's been making fun of because people really connected to it. Like that whole episode, I thought was also a great acting showcase. Those great moments. Catherine Hahn was great. The fact that she's a little kid mutant already, like she has the powers before the Infinity Stone.
Probability hacks, yeah.
This is so far probably my favorite Disney Plus show. I did overall because I just love these characters, and I have since I was a kid. And Mandalorian is so much fun, and it's so cool, and I can't wait to see that. And Book of Boba Fett.
Pedro's killing it.
I love it. I love that shit. But like this, Marvel's my heart. This is I loved the way that WandaVision delivered. I don't know, man. Between this, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, and What If, I don't know which of those shows is going to be my favorite this year. I don't.
Yeah.
Seriously. And Miss
Oh, you think they're
Marvel,
stopping there? You don't think we're getting Hawkeye?
Oh,
You
I
don't think
know,
we're getting
I
Miss
know.
Marvel?
I know, but
Too crazy.
I just kind of talked about just the summer, just like the
know.
basically into the August is what we're watching. So So
if Disney can keep up this quality of storytelling,
yeah,
I'm so into all of these series. There's no way I'm ever gonna stop watching these.
And just like with the movies, you know, and we can already tell from the trailer, this is going to be very unique from Falcon Winter Soldier, which is very much more of like a espionage spy thriller. I think it so far seems like it's going to line up more with the tone of Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, you're right.
And have a little bit more of those comedic tones, because naturally you have Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, so it's naturally going to like play into that more. With Loki, I think it's going to be a little bit similar-ish to the tone of WandaVision in terms of like the sci-fi fantasy element.
I don't know.
But also a little bit of like that comedic juice and flavor, because you have like Owen Wilson in there and you have Tom Hiddleston, who naturally is funny. So I do like the fact that we are getting, as far as we know, at least 4 different shows this year that are tonally very different. But there will be things that will kind of interweave throughout that I think will be fun.
And guys, don't forget about the Marvel What Ifs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's actually
Marvel What Ifs, dog. That's gonna be
has
so
been like
dope.
my
Game changer.
probably most anticipated show that they're doing.
Hands down.
Which I think like the style of that looks really like everything that they're doing about it seems really
WandaVision and What Ifs, those are my 2 most anticipated ones. Like
I'm
those
not
are the
mad
ones
to
I'm
go
looking
back
forward
to Prague in a couple
know.
of weeks with my boys.
We did it, guys. We did it. Thank you for watching
Series
WandaVision
is
with
over.
us. We so appreciate it. Like Adam's about to say, let us know your comments down in the comments below. What was your favorite moment from this episode and from the series as a whole? What other MCU Disney Plus series are you looking forward to this year? Or even if you want to throw in some movies in there too, like Eternals is this year, right? That's coming out this year?
Yeah,
What
November.
the hell is that going to be? I can't wait to see that.
No idea.
Will we be vaxxed early enough to go see Black Widow in theaters?
Come on, people. As soon
I'm
as
just
you
waiting
can,
for you two. I'm waiting for you two.
as soon as you can make an appointment, go do it. Go do it. But again, if you're on the Patreon, thank you so much for supporting us and for watching this uncut reaction. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see our full thoughts, because we revealed the real juicy stuff, including who we have a crush on, then join our Patreon so that you can watch that and watch us react to that. Adam, take it away.
We hope you enjoyed this. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah.